I think Worcester also has a good dry sense of humor, but he definitely does not talk unless it's important-ish.
Yeah. Well, ZFG is also one of the few streamers who, like, does not often... Does he thank all of his subs when they sub? I kind of forget.
I feel like he does it, but maybe not all of them.
Maybe not resubs or whatever, but most streamers have, like, an obnoxious thing that comes on the screen and, like, shows an anime girl going, yeah!
Yeah, he definitely doesn't do that. He doesn't have on-screen things.
Yeah, it just shows up in chat, like...
Not that I honestly ever watch his streams, I just watch his YouTube highlights.
Me too. Well, today was one day where this morning, Julian has us up at, like, literally 5 a.m. every morning, so by, like, 7 a.m. when I was a little more woken up, I was like, I'm just gonna put on Twitch and see what's... That's when I saw the Chrono Cross speedrun, but it happened to be one of the few days I was like, yeah, let's put on Twitch and see what's on. Heh. He's gone.
We're gonna be seeing him. Sorry if this part ends up being a little bit long, but I just want to get this over with. And the next part will be all cool gameplay.
Well, that's okay, because, first of all, Condemned 2 is a video game that no one wants to see and no one wants to play. I was thinking about this. I was just watching the YouTube channel Your Favorite Son just put out in his Resident Evil retrospective. He just did 6 today, Resident Evil 6. And who is a more, like, bastardized version of their character? Ethan Thomas in Condemned 2 or Chris in Resident Evil 6? Chris, at least at the end of Resident Evil 6, does turn normal. Where, like, he goes back to, you know, being Chris.
Kind of. I mean, I don't think Chris has ever really had a character because, you know, in the first game he's, like, so badly written, he's, like, barely a character. And then in Code Veronica, he's the most boring man alive.
He's just, I need to find my sister.
And then 6, they're randomly, like, he has to have, or 5, he is also, like, I guess just kind of, like, military man.
Well, 5's big thing is, he was upset that Jill died. Or he thought Jill died. So he had that story arc of being like, oh, Jill's actually alive, da-da-da. Literally world record incoming.
Yeah. I bet even, like, this is, like, the most optimized thing.
It's got.
The unfortunate thing about speedrunning being popular for, like, 15 years now is that everything has the most insane record. Even the most stupid crap.
Although my run in Addams Family Pugsley Scavenger Hunt is still like 6th place or something like that, out of like 10 or something.
But the fact that there's people that play that game,
right,
just because, you know,
just because they could be like, I got world record or whatever. Yep, I get it. I mean, that's why I did it. Well, part of the reason.
Oh, okay.
What'd you have to get under a minute?
A minute 15, yeah.
Oh.
You have so much time.
Wait, what?
We have to do it for each, all 3 days.
Oh, okay. I was like, no way did you just do that for 50 rubies.
Well, I did. And I was mostly just wasting time, so it gets to 10 o'clock so I can get the Kafei mask. And it still doesn't matter.
Do you want to travel 5 seconds in the future? Yes. This guy sucks.
Yeah.
Mr. Mayor.
It's been such a... I was making an effort to read all the dialogue when I was replaying this game. Because when you replay a game so many times, you're just like, whatever, the dialogue doesn't matter. I know that I have to talk to this person to get the mask. But then, like, when she was like, yeah, I'm Kafei's mom, I was like, really? I had no idea. But it makes sense why she is like, I'm looking for Kafei, here's a mask.
Which one's the mayor? Is she the mayor?
No, the mayor is, he's over here.
Show me right now.
One of the last heart pieces we're ever gonna get. That's the mayor.
I barely remember this.
They're like arguing over like what to do about the moon falling.
Oh, well, that makes sense.
And then all their woes are at least relaxed because they see the couple's mask.
Yeah! That's the.
I love that NPC. He just like does that like, that neck crook, and then he's like, "Bah!" Right.
Why would he be the? I guess that's the joke. It's like the joke is obviously why would the one guy who doesn't make it want to make a decision become the mayor? And it's like, of course that's how it would happen.
Yeah.
I don't know. Well, you're the freaking mayor. Do I have to be? What's the heart piece you get from him? Is it cafe related?
The mayor, you have to show him the couple's mask.
Okay.
So that's gonna be a long time from now.
What's this?
Alright, so all I wanted to do is just show that you get the adult's wallet for giving them 200 rubies. And now I'm going to do the rest of this off screen. Between you and me, the recomp has an infinite ruby glitch, and I'm totally not going to do that. I'm not going to do that.
Are you actually not going to do that?
I'm going to do that, obviously.
Yeah, I was going to say. It's just, I mean, what would you just have to reset over and over again?
Yeah, it would be getting those 2 silver ruby chests over and over. No thanks, I'm just going to cheat.
Boring. Yeah. Obviously, this isn't a speed run, and it's not anything like that, so.
Alright, got to advance to 2. Oh, I can't do it in here.
Your notes echoed far. What game am I thinking of where time only passes when you're outside? Harvest Moon. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Ha.
I love this dialogue.
Yeah!
From the postbox. From the postbox somewhere. So you have to wait until the postman gives Anju a letter for her to like care about you wearing the cafe mask, because at this point she's like dejected and thinks that like Cafe just disappeared. But that letter was specifically from Cafe. There's just so much awkward timing. It's like wait until 2 p.m. to do that, and then wait until midnight this night. So that's another 6 hours of waiting, and then the next day you have to wait until 4 p.m., which is 10 hours. Alright, what am I doing now?
Oh. Bro, if in the town square there were 2 guys just juggling right in the middle, where like everyone was walking, I'd be like, can you guys not juggle right in the middle of the town square, please? Although I guess no one really does anything in this town, except for the postman. He's working.
He is working. Postman is based. Those ears! So if you have, for some reason, I forgot that if you have the bunny hood on, it gives you a visual like indication of the timer for some reason.
That's so weird.
It's probably just a reference off of, it's the postman.
From the Ocarina.
Yeah, you give Runner Guy the... You give Runner Guy the bunny mask, and he gives you infinite rubies.
Dude, this postman's a one-dimensional character that rules, because all he cares about is delivering the mail. Like, I bet if you were like, what else do you like to do? He'd be like, deliver the mail. Yeah, but what else? That's your job. What else? What do you do for fun? Oh, I deliver the mail for fun.
Yeah, he also lives at the post office, too.
It's literally the Hank Hill syndrome, where you're like, oh, Hank, after a long day of selling propane and propane accessories, what do you do? Oh, I go home and grill. Oh. All right. Can you go backwards with the...
No.
Okay.
So this is a very specific thing, but I have a lot of nostalgia about waiting in this kitchen, because normally you have to wait like 6 hours. But there's something about the ambiance. You can hear like the soup, like cooking, and just like the scuttling of the bug. There's a bug around here, and you can see the fish down there.
Why?
I just remember this specifically from my childhood. I don't really look at games through a lens of nostalgia that much. I like to kind of divorce myself from doing that, and I don't really want to do it either. But this is like, when I was like replaying it, I was like, oh my god. It's like I'm 10 years old again.
First of all, why is there a stream running through a house?
Good question.
Second of all, the one for me is, even though I haven't played the game in really since it came out, but Metroid Prime, playing that while listening to Billy Talent. That's mine. Whenever I put Billy Talent on at the store, I'm like, must play Metroid Prime.
One music connection that I have is that I remember watching you play Crash Bandicoot 3 all the time while I was listening to Pinkerton on our knockoff Sony Walkman.
Based.
And whenever I listen to Pinkerton, I always think of Crash Bandicoot 3.
Yo, why haven't I learned those songs on guitar? What is my problem?
This
is how it goes. Just gotta remind myself. Yo, those first two Billy Talent albums are based as heck. And here's the important thing. They're Canadian and they're not lame. How often does that happen?
Never.
We're Canadian.
Weirdest NPC.
This guy literally looks like me, but only in the belly part.
He has a massive belly button.
For being like skinny and like, or you know what I mean, for like clearly being in shape and like doing yoga and stuff like that.
He has that dad bod, dude.
No, dude, it's literally like stage 4 stomach cancer kind of, like, it's like literally just like crazy.
Nothing as Brad Knoll, but he has his body too, where he's like kind of skinny, but he has a big belly.
But it's just literally belly, yeah.
Our dad also has that, but
that's awesome.
His is insane. He actually looks like the Kamara dancer.
Wah, wah. Wait, what did we just get? Oh yeah, what's that used for?
For one heart piece.
Based.
That we're gonna do right now.
Is it like right around the corner or something? Like, oh my god. Here's this thing, and bye.
That's a lot of mass in this game, unfortunately.
I mean,
I think they could have fleshed it out if this game wasn't like rushed to hell. Don't bother us.
But also, like, what else are you gonna do? You know what I mean? Like, there's only so many heart pieces and things to get that you can't be like, well, the Kamara mask, it's super important. It's got to have 7 things you do with it. It's either that or you have less mass.
That is true. And I think because this game has the most heart pieces of any, well, I was about to say that, but technically Breath of the Wild has more, I guess, because of the trials. But in terms of traditional Zelda games, this game definitely has the most heart pieces at 52. By the way, I never mentioned it, but this is going to be a 100% playthrough. This game deserves it.
Yeah, it better be.
At first,
those sisters look weird in HD.
Yeah, at first I was only going to do all in mass, but I was like, dude, I have to do 100%. This is my favorite game.
But, like, if you get all mass, you're like... Aren't you, like, most of the way there anyway? Like, what else would you have to do? Just extra heart pieces?
Yeah, there's no heart pieces that are, like, especially time-consuming, but there are some annoying ones.
Are there gold Scoliotas in this game?
There's gold Scoliotas houses, but there's no, like,
that's
collectibles.
right. That's right. Yeah, that was an annoying part of Ocarina of Time. If you want to 100% it, you're like, gotta do the 100 gold Scoliotas.
It's like, to the point of being pointless, that you just do not need it, because the only reward you get past 50 is just rubies.
Right.
So you really should only get 50, but, I mean, there's people that are completionists.
Like, why not just, like, with Ocarina, why not just, when you get the 100, like, at least give you some sort of, like, cool flavor thing, like, I will give you,
so I am going to do one glitch. This is kind of funny. So if you take off your mask over and over, it affects the placement of the rubies. You can already see it happening. But they'll fall off the platform after you do it enough.
Oh, look at that. And then what happens? Do you just win? Or do you just jump off?
Yeah, you jump off and get it, and then you just win immediately.
Oh, so that would be the world record.
The game gets confused and gives you like a time that's like 2 minutes, but it still considers it like a winning time. Like the game gets so confused.
Interesting. I never knew that. Would that be the way speedrunners do it?
I don't know. I only knew this because of ZFG. TBH. So it says 1:15, but when I like pop out, yeah, it says 2 minutes, and the game gets confused. And I think it gives me like 1:51, 1:59. Yeah. So it just doesn't know what to do.
Interesting. I wonder if that's faster than actually doing it.
I doubt it.
Yeah. I'm sure runners would appreciate if it was easy, you know, because like one less mini game to actually do. Da, 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 da.
I forgot to put the mail in the mailbox.
Can you just do it off screen?
I guess so. That sucks. I wonder if it's still gonna work. We'll give it a try. I don't know if it's gonna work or not.
Bum, bum.
So if it works, we just skip to 3 p.m. here. Oh, it did work. Awesome. Okay. I do not need it to be inverted anymore. By the way, to anyone that is wondering, I am using the Switch N64 controller, so this is legit playthrough.
Except for the part where you skip all the time. Wait, can you only go in there when he comes out?
Yeah.
That's insane.
The Kafei quest is pretty insane.
I mean,
it's the one I knew.
It's
where,
a bonus.
I knew where every single heart piece was, but the Kafei, especially the time periods, like coming back to the Kafei house at 4 p.m. is never explained to get the Keaton mask. It's just something you have to know, and you can only open the door between like 4 to 5 p.m. So it's a really strict time limit too.
Wow. Yo, this music. Ba-da-da-bum. Do you have to like hide from him?
No.
Oh.
Because Anju specifically gave him a letter to be like, hey, you can trust this green tunic kid.
Oh. No.
I bet if you choose no, it legitimately just ends the quest because the nature of time travel, they can like afford to do that, which is pretty cool. I don't know though.
I just see a child. Well.
Classic Skull Kid.
Off says. Very Middle Eastern or Persian, this song. Speaking of that,
It's nice.
Ubisoft. Wow, I guess I can't even. Did they even exist anymore? Can you bring out the Prince of Persia remake, Sands of Time, before you fold?
Never ever.
Please, or sell it to like. Who would do good with Prince of Persia? Like Sega, maybe. Atlas. Who's a good developer anymore? Who's a good publisher anymore?
Definitely not Atlas. Atlas would make it like the waifu of Persia.
Yeah, I guess that's true. I guess what like Sega, like obviously EA no, Activision no.
I guess Sega. I don't know why they would care, but
Oh, I don't know. I'm trying to think of like I wouldn't want Nintendo to have it. It's just not their kind of thing.
So this prevents Anju from fleeing on the third day. So if you don't do this, you can't get the couple's mask. Not that we're getting the couple's mask this time, but I have to do it so we can get the priority mail, I think. Is that it? Okay, so we're just doing the third day of the Deku minigame. This is almost over.
You know, Capcom might do okay with Prince of Persia if Ubisoft just starts selling off their LP or IPs. I feel like it would be okay.
I wonder if legitimately if Ubisoft sold out their IPs, like who would even be interested? Because I feel as if like Activision has more than enough IPs, and they don't need to like invest in like Assassin's Creed.
No.
And like I guess
Rainbow Six is a pretty big one.
Yeah, I guess EA would be interested in Rainbow Six and maybe something else.
Yeah, I feel like Rainbow Six still gets a lot of people playing it. Maybe less so for like Ghost Recon and stuff. And Assassin's Creed is so screwed that, yeah, who knows? Why didn't you do the thing for this one?
Because you can't knock off things that are going up and down.
Oh, okay. So you can only do it for the second one.
You can knock off like some of them, obviously.
Yeah.
In fact, knocking off the outside ones is probably a good idea, but whatever.
Can you fall to the ground? Like it doesn't automatically end the.
It does automatically end the game if you fall.
Oh, okay, okay.
But this isn't. I honestly think that the second day is the hardest because everything is moving around.
Yeah.
But this one isn't too bad.
Yeah, 3869. That's a world record. A literal world record.
Definitely one of the most involved heart pieces in this game. There's another one where you have to do 3 days of mini games, the bomb one. But other than that, there's not too much else that's like super annoying. Alright, so now we have to go back to Cafe House and just know to be there at 4 p.m.
Bro, this music right now where it's like the final day and it's starting to get like...
And it's so cool that the NPC is like, the guard is just like, you can see him just like being worried about this. He's just looking up at the moon.
I mean,
and just like, literally the world's ending.
It's pretty freaking close.
But it's just like something that a lot of games wouldn't do as effortlessly as this game.
Yeah.
Because I think other games would like have a cutscene being like, look, the moon's falling, but you never like talk to anyone that like they'll mention it for sure. But there's no cutscene being like, look at the moon, it's gonna fall.
If it was Kojima, it would be a 3-hour cutscene.
It would literally be a 3-hour. They would explain every single detail about it too.
Who's this?
This is the Curiosity.
That's right.
Curiosity shop owner. We'll mess with him later, but a lot later.
What does that do?
You can talk to the Keatons for the little quiz that they do. It's another mask where you get one heart piece and that's it.
I legitimately do not know who the Keatons are or where they are.
They're just like the nine-tailed fox spirit, basically.
I do not remember.
They're just, and any of the, if there's any Deku shrub, like, circular pattern, and once you slice them, they start, like, jittering about, that's where a Keaton will spawn.
Interesting.
There's one at North Clocktown. Let's save that for later.
I wonder how Death Stranding 2's been selling pretty well for what it is. I wonder how it actually is, though. Because I really dislike Death Stranding 1.
Kojima's always going to have his loyal fans, but...
That's true. No! There we go. How would you know?
To be fair, in the Bomber Notebook, whenever you talk to any important NPC, they always give you like a little bar of the important times to talk to them. Even if it's not like super organic, at least you know, and it's not completely mystifying. Again, this, I don't know how you're supposed to know this. No! I'm sorry, it took out the mask.
I don't remember that at all. I just don't.
I don't think it's gonna respawn. I'm so stupid. I mean, I could just reset time, but... Oh! Okay, never mind. Alright, so I'm just gonna...
Jim. It's Vincent.
Leader of... Who's the leader of the gym? I would never know that. I guess it's the most normal name. Who's the name of given to you by Romani? I think it's...
Grasshopper.
Grasshopper, I'm pretty sure.
Oh my god!
She doesn't sleep. 8.
That's insane.
That's why I am definitely not looking at a guide right now. It's definitely tortoise, because that's what Andrew's grandmother calls you, because she's dementia riddled. Yeah, it's cooking.
Are there multiples of this, or just the one time?
Just the one time. But there's different spots that they can spawn, but why would you do anything other than that one?
Okay. I like how that Keaton was so like, I can tell my own kind has like a mask over like a green body. You're definitely a Keaton. Duh, idiot.
Or yeah, Postman. I think he's in the milk bar right now. Yeah. Slower.
He's working out, dude.
This is regular time too.
This is speed walking. What do you use that for?
You talk to one of these one time, they give you a heart piece.
You gotta be kidding. Oh man, the hat like clips out of you. I would say it's a cool hat, but
it looks cool from the front.
Yes, I agree.
I actually really like how it looks from the front.
Cool. You know what it reminds me? It reminds me of the hats that the Empire wears in Star Wars.
Oh yeah. I think this is the end of the part. I just wanted to get all this stuff done so we can do some fun stuff next time.
This may be broke up into 3 videos, boys.
It probably will be, yeah.
You know what that means? More revenue for not us. For you two.
Gotta get monetized and get that 1 penny.
Delicious. Alright, boys. We will see you next time for more Majora's Mask. I didn't know if we were doing anything else. Okay, bye.